Welcome back to round 2 of the Tired Truck Tournaments at Rainier Rally. You're in for some high-flying tired truck action. Let's meet our first 2 drivers in Group 1 of round 2. First, in a 1978 Dodge Little Red Express, we have Hades from Carmack Racing. He's going up against Doc from Doc Speed Shop in that 1997 Ford F-150. Hades in the close lane and Doc in the far lane. They're side by side over that first jump, side by side over the finish line. I only see one tire that flew and hit Veronica there next to the stands. Veronica the reporter, if you remember her interview with Ben Flatten. It's still too close to call. We're going to go to a third angle, a new angle, overhead view, and it looks like Doc from Doc Speed Shop takes it by a bumper as Hades crashes his truck. As you see the tire striking Veronica. Doc, believe it or not, kept 4 tires in. All 4 tires stayed in the back of Doc's truck. That is huge and puts him out front. He is in front of Hades in this second race. Slides to the right and cuts Hades off. Let's slow that down and take a look. Pushing, kind of the blocking maneuver there. He is able to take first place, but because of that angle he was at, he does dump his tires. 4 points to Doc, 2 points to Hades. Heading into round 3, Doc switches to the far lane. Hades in the close lane. In that step side pickup, Hades out front by a nose. He lands on his nose, and I believe he was able to hold first place. Let's check that out here. Watch Hades as he goes up on his nose. Right here is where he's saying, "Oh gosh, I hope I'm gonna land this." And you see he does finish across the finish line there first. No tires. Doc, however, kept 4 tires in his truck again. Wow. Second time we've ever seen that. Both by the same truck. All right, 4th and final race. Hades needs a miracle. Actually, I think by numbers, Hades cannot physically win. He does take first place on his side. No tires in the bed of that truck. We'll see how many Doc keeps in there. It looks like he does lose 1 or 2 at the finish line. He will move on to the semifinal round with 23 points. That's a high score, folks. Thank you, Hades, for competing. We love you! Next 2 trucks. Daddy G from G4 Diecast Racing. And he's got a booger. Nope, he's racing Boog from 4-6 Diecast Racing in that newer F-150 with more doors. We'll see if more doors means more scores here. Or maybe it won't. Daddy G out front. Daddy G off the Jersey barrier. Absolutely goes flying. There is tires literally everywhere. I'm telling you this because it took me 15 minutes to find the tires after the race. They were scattered all over the room. I did not know where they were. Daddy G completely off the track. He will get no points, no tires. Let's take a look at that aerial view. Boog crosses the finish line on his roof. Will take 4 points, 0-0 for Daddy G, 4 for Boog. Daddy G is going to have to do some miracles here to come back after that devastating crash. He is out front, loses a couple tires, flips over, but does take first place. He might have just picked that booger, or that Boog, as some people say. That's what I think when I think of Boog. There's Boog riding the wheelie, keeping 1 tire in the back of his truck. He's going to need every single one of those tires as Daddy G looks like he is the faster truck as long as he can keep that orange machine on the track. Daddy G, a flawless run. He is out in front. He keeps that thing flat in the air, and all 4 tires are literally seem like they're glued in the back of that truck. Crosses the finish line with all 4, as you see there in the freeze frame. Boog loses his last tire as he crosses the finish line. That, my friends, might be the perfect 4-4. 4-4, that's what you want to see in this race. 4 points for the win, 4 points for tires. Switch lanes again. Daddy G pulling ahead again. Boog bumping off of him. Both trucks land pretty smooth in the landing. Very impressive that both vehicles, all 4 tires landed on the ground on both vehicles. Daddy G keeps 2 in, I think? Question mark? Boog kept 3, but I don't think that's enough for Boog Boog to move on. Thanks, Boog, for competing. Congratulations, Daddy G. You are moving on to the next round to compete against another F-150 of the same year, just painted blue. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Tiny Track Cars Tired Truck Tournament. We'll see you in the next video coming very soon. Bye.